Hey y'all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and my Patreon is trying to kill me. It's fine. I give them the vote on what I react to on a quarterly basis. Last quarter, they wanted me to take on a new group, and it was 17, and I took on 17. This quarter, they wanted me to take on TXT, so I am taking on TXT. I was a little nervous there because I thought like it was I think a one vote difference between TXT and NCT, and I go, oh man. 17 has 13 members. I don't even want to know how many members NCT has. That was going to be a struggle bus. But we got TXT in instead. And this is the most recommended guide that I have. An introduction to Tomorrow and Together, the ultimate guide to the TXT series part 1. Turn on the captions. It is indeed turned on. Volume. Let's not go full bore. That might be a bit much. Okay, so there's all of, was it 5 or 6 guys? I'm forgetting. There's individual guides from this creator as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 guys. So what I'm probably going to do is do this one here on YouTube and put the individual guides up on Patreon. I have a free week's trial, so if you want to see all of those individual guides as well as vote on what content that I start reacting to from them, I have no idea what kind of content TXT does. But all K-pop groups have content that really help you get to know the guys a lot better, so I'll be starting with that as well, and I'll be reacting to a bunch of music from them as well. Go check out that free trial over on Patreon. There's a ton of stuff, a ton of stuff to binge to your heart's content. You could watch that. You could watch my channel over on Patreon full time for a week and not get through all of the content. No way. 21 minutes. All right, let's do this. Leave me comments on what to react to. I need content recommendations. I need music video reactions.
On the planet.
I have reacted to a few of their music videos, so I know their music a little bit, and I do enjoy quite a bit of it. I did enjoy, I think, the majority of stuff that I listened to from them. It Boys of Gen Z, capturing the voice of Gen Z youth around the world.
Capturing the voice of Gen Z youth around the world.
It does make me nervous that my Patreon is probably going to next quarter vote for me to react to a new group again. Learning the faces and names. I can keep up. I can do it. I can do it. So important, make sure to turn on the captions. This guide contains potential spoilers. Okay, so timestamps are provided where possible if you would like to skip these sections. Should I? Should I? I guess I will gauge at that spoiler point. This is one of the music videos I reacted to. What is this? I remember this setting with the car. Who are TXT?
TXT are a 5-member boy group from South Korea who debuted March 4th, 2019 under Big Hit Entertainment.
Okay, so relatively new. I mean, obviously 4th generation, but my 2 biggest groups over on Patreon are Stray Kids and ATEEZ, and earlier that, well, more recently than either of them.
The group's full name, Tomorrow by Together, refers to the dream of these 5 boys. Subin, Yeonjun, Beomgyu, Taehyun, and Hyunin Kai, who have come together under one dream in hopes of building a new tomorrow.
Okay, hang on. Subin, Yeonjun, Beomgyu, Taehyun, and Hyunin Kai. All right. Those are all unique names. I don't think any of the other groups I have guys with those names.
Hyunin Kai, who have come together under one dream in hopes of building a new tomorrow.
Good crowd.
All 5 members of TXT trained as vocalists, dancers, and rappers. So unlike many K-pop groups, especially at the time, TXT uniquely debuted with no set positions with the exception of Subin as the leader.
Okay.
Making them
so we have like no performance crew, vocalist crew, and rappers. We don't have units basically. Which is, I mean, 5 is, from my experience, kind of a smaller group. So even Extraordinary Heroes is one of the groups I react to, a band, and they have 6. Would this be the smallest band that I react to, or the smallest group? I think. I got EXO, I have Monsta X, I have ATEEZ, Stray Kids, BTS, 17. Yeah, this is gonna be the smallest group.
One of the first K-pop groups to adopt a positionless format. Known for their musical storytelling, diverse discography, and incredible performances, Tomorrow by Together has frequently been labeled by the media as the It Boys of Gen Z.
The It Boys of Gen Z, okay. I have noticed that their music videos are very well done. I forget what company they're with, but yeah, their music videos are fantastic. They really, you can kind of, you do have that storytelling with them where you can, even though you have no idea what they're singing about, because I don't speak Korean, you can just watch the music video and you get it. You can kind of guess what the music is about.
And the leaders of this new generation of K-pop. However, they have been on a journey to earn such titles.
Okay, TXT Journey.
TXT's debut in March 2019 was much anticipated, with them being the first group to debut under Big Hit Entertainment.
Okay, Big Hit Entertainment. Gotcha.
After the most successful...
Because, yeah, that's... Big Hit used to be Hybe, right? They just... I don't know why they changed names. They restructured or something. BTS is right there. I saw Jim and there's V. J-Hope. After the most successful
act in K-pop history, BTS.
Okay.
Just to note before we continue.
Yeah, there we
after
go.
A process of acquisition and rebranding in 2021, TXT now falls under Big Hit Music, a subsidiary of Hybe Corporation.
Okay, so it's a subsidiary.
This
Gotcha.
means TXT are now under the same company as groups like ENHYPEN.
So Hybe has, I knew they had Pledis because that's 17, right? Cause Hybe labels Japan, Adore, Source Music, B-Lift, and Big Hit Music. Goodness gracious. BTS, TXT, Leehyun, and okay, so they also have ENHYPEN, Le Sserafim, 17, Boy Next Door. All right, New Jeans. Okay.
17 and others. But they, along with BTS and soloist Ihyun, remain as the only artists under the label of Big Hit Music.
Okay.
Since November 2018, when Big Hit announced their...
Oh yeah, BTS is kind of a big thing, so they take a lot of management.
...plans to debut a brand new boy group, anticipation and expectations for the debut of BTS's little brothers grew significantly.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. I hadn't thought about that. They'd be considered BTS's little brothers. Cool.
4th, 2019, the debut of Tomorrow by Together. TXT's anticipated debut song, Crown, reached an impressive 15.1 million views within its first 24 hours, setting the record for the most viewed 4th-gen boy group music video in the first day.
Fantastic.
TXT's debut EP, The Dream Chapter Star, performed equally...
Yeah, that'll probably, hopefully be one in the comments that y'all want me to react to. Crown. All right, TXT's debut EP, The Dream Chapter.
Well, peaking at number 1 on both Korea's Circle Album Chart and Billboard's World Album Chart.
All right, so they came out of the gates.
Also debuted at 140 on the Billboard 200, making TXT the fastest K-pop group to chart on the Billboard 200.
No kidding. All right. I didn't know that they were that popular right away.
Just that TXT's careers started at an ultimate high, that is not entirely the reality.
Well, yeah, I can imagine there's nuances to it. Just because you come out of the gate strong doesn't mean that, like, it's smooth sailing.
TXT's first comeback had to be delayed several times due to the members' ongoing health issues.
Okay.
While this might not appear to be a big deal, the K-pop industry is fast-paced and highly competitive, so extended delays between releases can make it incredibly challenging to maintain momentum and relevance within the industry, especially for a rookie group like TXT.
Yeah, I mean, stuff is coming out so quickly right now. These 4th-gen groups are coming back, twice a year with some singles in there, and then a Japanese comeback, and, maybe a holiday stuff. So, yeah, the pace is insane. Like, I haven't been reacting to K-pop for, like, a long, long time. But even since I started reacting, it's picked up since then. It is a little insane.
During this break period, it was clear that the members were worried that their fans would leave them. And while some fans did stay,
understandable.
Unfortunately, the members' worries became a reality, as many fans who were tired of waiting for a comeback withdrew their support.
It's sad.
이번 앨범 이름이
Okay, this is Boomgoo. The title of this album is The Dreamcatcher Magic. I thought that was a very fitting title. It's very gymnastic style, gymnastic martial arts style.
이번 앨범
dance.
이름이 꿈의 장 매직이잖아요. 이름이 굉장히 잘 정해진 것 같다고 생각을 했어요. 컴백이
When our comeback was
정도
delayed
밀렸을 때
twice,
굉장히
I thought we were in a lot of
큰일 났다고
trouble.
생각을 했거든요. 사실 속으로
Cool
굉장히
graphics. I was really
불안해했고,
anxious on the inside.
나중에 또
I was
안 오면
worried it'd be
어떡하지
delayed
생각을 많이
again.
했는데
No, but thank you for so
다시
magically
돌아와
coming
주셔서
back to us.
너무 감사합니다.
When TXT were finally able to make a comeback, their fan base started to grow again.
Yeah, what was going on? Like I don't want to know too much. Like the guys have personal lives and everything, but was it like actual physical injuries that they were going through, or was it kind of more, COVID-19? That sucked for everybody. Or was it kind of more different stuff going on there? However, this moment could not
However,
last
this
long.
momentum would not last long,
Right.
as a few months
God, that
later, the
sucked.
COVID-19 pandemic placed distance between TXT and their fans once again.
Yeah, that
While
was
support
a
for TXT
rough time to be a rookie group. Oh my god.
Actually grew during this time.
Okay.
The pandemic's effects were felt by the members who began to experience the same worries that they had during their debut period hiatus. On top of that, they had to delay critical industry experiences like touring, which left them feeling unsatisfied and isolated once again.
Ooh, were they able to go on a tour at all? No kidding. So, leave it in the comments. Were they able to tour from the time that they debuted until COVID started? I'm going to guess not. That is a long time, because I'm going to guess it was into maybe 2022 that they were able to start touring. That'd be 3 years without a tour. Ooh, wow, that hurts. Because I know that artists love to perform. It's just not the same if you're not performing. So missing that critical chunk had to be bad. All right, this is Subin. I'm a singer because I want to perform and earn love and support from fans. Exactly. But when I wasn't getting that or able to do that, I felt really isolated. Yeah, I can imagine. I want to be able to hold on to all my fans so that they won't leave me. I haven't heard the fandom name yet.
So while TXT's career may have started at an ultimate high, it was soon clouded by a sequence of uncertainty and doubt.
Yeah.
Thankfully, these clouds have now parted, and TXT continues to reach new highs. However,
Ooh, look at that
the one
crowd.
thing
Nice.
that has perhaps impacted TXT's journey the most continues to this day.
Where are they? This looks like a festival of some sort.
And that is the pressure and hate they got, and continue to get, for debuting as BTS's little brother group.
Why would you get hate for that? Why would you get hate for that? Oh, wow. The message right in front there. That is brutal. That is... Wow. So, yeah, that's crazy that you get hate just for debuting under the same company as a successful group. It's like... What, a group is successful, so you have to corridor off that company and nobody can ever launch, can ever debut under that company again? That is... Some people. Yeah, BTS did work their asses off. They did. Do you think these guys didn't? Like, you don't become a K-pop idol by just, like, riding on somebody else's coattails. This is Taeyeon. I can't really see him. There we go. I was so nervous, and it was so much pressure. I'm guessing to be under BTS, be the little brothers. Being under Big Hit, the agency of BTS, did lift us up a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it brought them attention, I'm sure. It's not like it had no effect on their launch whatsoever, but I'm sure these guys worked their tails off. So regarding that, I'm nervous, as it feels like we haven't proven ourselves yet. It's crazy that they got hate just for that, though. Okay, This is Taehyun?
그렇죠, 사실.
This is Taehyun. Ever since we debuted, we knew we were a group that people could have
사람들이 가질
prejudices
수 있는
about.
편견이
Oh,
많을-
they were on Suchwita. Fantastic. I'm writing that down. Suchwita with TXT. Okay. I love Suchwita. I'm definitely going to watch that pronto. It's got to be over on Patreon though, so again, go check out the free trial over there, and I will definitely be getting to this possibly as the first form of content because I love Suchwita. They have some awesome conversations.
수 있는 그룹이라고 저는 소문했고 그리고
당장 나온 팀.
Since you're the team
저희도
after us.
인정하는
And we
부분이고,
acknowledge that too.
형들과
So we just want to live up to the
회사가
wings
잘하는
you and the
날개를
company gave
던지기
us.
위해서는
As the biggest K-pop act in history, the narrative of BTS's extraordinary rise from humble beginnings to international stardom has unavoidably cast a long shadow over any future groups associated with their
Big shoes to
agency.
fill.
However, none have faced as much scrutiny and pressure as TXT, who
Okay.
were not only the first group to emerge from this legacy, but also the only other group
Cute. JK is pretty cute. Nice.
directly under big hit music.
It has to be
What many
quite
people
the
don't-
experience. Like, I don't know how close TXT and BTS are. If it's kind of just, a surface, they just kind of. I'll probably learn more when I watch Suchwita. But I don't know how close that relationship is, but it has to be extremely unique to be able to have them as, kind of these mentors, however distant or close that relationship is. That is a fantastic opportunity for these guys.
Know is that upon being accepted into Big Hit, the TXT members were completely unaware of the advantageous position and subsequent pressure
Ooh,
they
look-
would experience debuting under the heavy title of BTS's Little Brothers.
Some good pop and lock in there.
Yeonjun, who was the first member of TXT to join Big Hit, joined the company in 2014.
Okay,
the year
2014 and it was 2019, so he trained with them for 5 years. Wow.
after BTS's debut, at a time
Yeah.
when the company was still facing bankruptcy.
Okay, yeah, that brings things into perspective. He'd been training with Big Hit ever since like the early days of BTS. That is, yeah, so he didn't know.
While
He had
Bombview,
zero idea.
the last member to join Big Hit, joined the company in 2016.
2016, yeah, BTS, I think 2017 is when they really took off. So the entirety of TXT was with Big Hit for at least 3 years. Right? Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, they joined up, and before they had any idea that BTS would even be this. It's not like, oh man, we want to go to the company that has BTS. That's amazing. It's like BTS was still earning their stripes back then.
Before BTS even won their first grand prize.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, all 5 members of TXT took a chance on a relatively small
Yeah.
company, completely unaware of the future success of their seniors
Uh-huh.
and how this might consequently influence their own idol journeys.
Gotcha.
The members often speak of their time at Big Hit before it became the large-scale company it is today.
Yeah, so they watched BTS go through those struggles. Like the people are saying like those kind of the hater comments that they have like no idea and they didn't work hard and they're just riding off of BTS's coattails. That puts it into perspective because they have been working their tails off as well for like 5 years for some of them, and they didn't know that they were even going to have coattails to kind of grab onto. So that puts it into perspective.
사람들이 이제 투모로우
Sugar. People always call you guys
Quite good,
BTS's little brothers and
방탄소년단,
compare you to
BTS의
us.
동생. 항상 사람들이 비교를 우리랑 하니까. 그러면서 이제
And
많은
they think you
사람들이
started
저는
out in a good
좋은
environment,
환경에서
under a good system.
좋은 이렇게 시스템에서 일을 시작했겠네라고 하지만
But as
나는
someone who
옆에서
saw
봤던
you
사람들은
from that start,
그렇지
I know it
않았고.
wasn't like that.
그래서 8-8
The only other
아래는
Hive
아예
artists that
그
know Building 8-8, the original big hit building, are you guys and us.
아티스트들은
Alright, so
너네랑
before
우리가
they upgraded the building, I'm guessing this is a picture of one of the TXT members, young, possibly school uniform, just passed out in the hallway because these guys don't sleep.
맞아요.
이 빅히트의 성장
What do we have here? We have JYJ TXQ, Jaejong. The epic story of Big Hit's
서사.
growth.
너희들이 다 알고 있.
So I'm guessing, yeah, this must be an interview with. I know TVXQ. I know who they are. Very early K-pop. You know it all. You knew it as
연습생
trainees.
생활을 그때부터 했으니까. 야, 물에 사이다를
You used to
타먹을 수
water
있었거든.
down Sprite. Why would you do
사이다를 왜
that?
타먹는 거야?
아니 제가 그때는 좀 사비로
We paid for our
아,
meals.
회사 법카나
It's
뭐
not
이런
paid
게
by the
아니라
company?
그때는 저희가
We
사비로
used to buy our
밥을 먹었어야
meals.
되는 상황인데 이제 사이다를 하나
And
시켜.
so I would order a single Sprite,
돈이
and to
아끼라고
save money,
물을 좀 타먹으면
I'd water it down so I could have more, but it still tastes the same. Yeah, I've never. Well, I haven't drunk pop in a long time, but yeah, I've never watered something down like that in order to make it stretch further. So these guys had it tough. And yeah, they were with Big Hit from the time that Big Hit didn't even have money to give their trainees the food cards to go out and just get some ramen, just get something.
돈 아끼려고?
To save money?
그때는 그게
There wasn't a tab?
장부가 없었나?
좀
You know, there
지나고
was
나서
after a
있었는데
while, but we
하루에
still
시간
tried to save money. Wasn't it 6,000 won per day for food, which is like, yeah, $4.30 US
먹을 수
dollars.
있는
Yeah, you try to see what you can do for $4.30 to eat off of. It's possible, but you are being very, very careful and eating very, very basic foods and not large meals.
음식 최대값이 6,000원이었나?
맞아. 그때 그래서 좀 제한이 많았어.
그래서
내가 들은 것 중에 제일
Because
싸.
that's the lowest I've ever heard. Taehyun, the company, wasn't like this, so when I joined, but suddenly it feels like a huge company now. Byunggu. Probably not pronouncing that right. Byunggu. When I first joined, there were mushrooms growing inside the vocal room. So not the best building, is what you're telling me. They got... Alright, so building 8-8 was a low-rent building with mushrooms growing in the dark corners. Probably not the best atmosphere for vocalists to be in. It's spores in the air. God.
그거 마음 아파요.
It makes my heart hurt. At first I thought the mushroom was a sponge. Me too. I thought it was meant for cleaning. No, it was just fungus. That's fantastic. Alright, this is Yoonjun. I'm gonna see how well I can do with the names and faces. There's only 5 of them. I've been with my members since they were little, since they were babies. I don't know what the ages of any of them were when they joined. We used to sleep in a practice room that was leaking water. So they didn't even have a dorm? Or either they didn't have a dorm, or like they were taking naps in the practice room of the company on cold winter days with nothing to rely on but one fan heater for all of us. Wow. Yeah, I've heard BTS's struggles. Spent a lot of time on that, watched a lot of stuff from BTS's early days, and yeah, they struggled. There was no money, the conditions weren't great, but yeah, this might as well be that story all over again. Like the company had no money. I mean, they probably got really used to cuddling.
이 추운 겨울날 온풍기 하나 의지하면서 자고.
Yeah, it makes them choke up after all that time. They had it rough. Makes a grown man choke up after all that time. It was rough. But those kids are now all grown up and are holding a concert in front of so many people.
얘네가 이제 다 커서 이 많은 사람들 앞에서 공연을 하고
I want to tell my members that I'm really proud and grateful.
자랑스럽고 고맙다고 얘기해주고 싶고요.
Yeah, they must be really, really well bonded. Like, you go through something like that, and they were together for years before they debuted. So you go through that much hardship with a team of guys who just have a dream in mind that they are working towards. They have to have such an amazing bond. I'm looking forward to watching more. You've been through a lot, guys.
Because of the pressure and the intense trainee period spent together, the members have formed a close brotherhood, which is evident in their interactions and sibling-like dynamic.
평소에는 싫다 하다
Byungyu. Usually we jokingly say that we can't stand each other. It's family. That's what you say about your family. Can't stand them. But when one of us is sick, we gather up, even though we all have our separate rooms. Well, that's freaking adorable. When times get tough, we're always there for each other.
가족이 되는
We've
그런
become a family.
존재들이거든요.
멤버들을
Taehyun, I have a fly that is bothering the heck out of me. Yeah? I don't think there is a label that can describe my members.
표현은 없는 것 같아요. 친구라고 하기에는
Friends, but
그
we are
이상의
more
것이
than that.
있고, 직장 동료라고
Colleagues, but we are
하기에는
more than
더
that
이상의
too.
것이 있고, 가족이라고 하기에는
Family,
피부할
but
수밖에
we are
없고,
not blood related.
소중하죠.
They're just
못 바꾸죠.
precious, irreplaceable,
눈에 넣어도 안 아프죠.
the apple of my eye.
다음 생에도 뚜바철
Subin, will you be TXT in your next life?
우리 멤버들 5명이
If it's the
그대로
5 of
보이면은
us,
저는 뚜바철
then I want to be TXT then too.
Despite their amazing talent and hard work, many have unfortunately continued to hold prejudices against TXT, suggesting that their success only comes from them debuting as BTS's little brothers.
I've heard
And
their
while
music.
there is no denying that
Again, only a handful, but I've heard their music. They're good. They're good.
TXT debuted at a privileged position, reducing the entirety of the group's success over the past 5 years to privilege, unfairly downplays their hard work, journey, and talent.
Agreed. Yeah, definitely agreed. Like you can get a little bit of a leg up from being the little brothers of BTS, but if you're not good, like people know. You know, if you don't produce good music, especially in K-pop, if you're not like engaging with the fans, if you're not talented dancers and rappers and singers and performers, I mean, there's going to be people that follow you, but you're not going to be like successful. Yeah.
In an interview with Variety, founder of Big Hit, Hitman Bang, explains TXT's situation well. I think the biggest difference is that BTS truly started from the bottom. People may think that TXT got really lucky and have an easy path, but they have the burden of meeting expectations that have been set. Rookies have a chance to grow and shine when they are still rookies, but TXT started on a higher level, so it's harder to showcase growth.
Yeah.
Despite this, TXT is constantly proving how they can meet and exceed these expectations. In an era where many K-pop groups struggle to find concurrent popularity in both international and domestic markets, TXT has distinguished themselves as one of the few K-pop acts managing to achieve significant and balanced success in both.
Okay, so they're finding success in both the domestic and the international market. Good deal. Fastest K-pop artist to surpass 13 million total copies sold on Circle Chart, Korea's music chart.
Now 5 years on from debut, TXT are consistently surpassing their
Quality
debut records
headbanging.
and making achievements that not only top their generation, but also place them amongst seniors from generations before.
Okay.
The members credit all these achievements to their biggest driving force, their fan base MOA,
MOA,
which stands
okay.
for Moments of Alwaysness.
Moments of alwaysness.
MOA also means
Okay, I like it.
to gather in Korean,
It means to gather
as
in
the
Korean.
members in MOA are gathering together to complete one dream. When turned on its side, MOA also becomes the number 304,
All right.
which represents March 4th, TXT's debut date.
Good double entendre. Very nice.
TXT are constantly expressing their sincere love and appreciation for
Okay, so my driving force, my greatest gift in life, my forever, my eternal friend, my youth.
MOA. As the members say, they are the only ones who truly understand and acknowledge their journey and hard work.
사실
The deep
모아분들
bows.
아니면
Yoonjun, if it weren't for MOA, we'd be nothing.
아무것도 아니라고 생각을 해요. 이런 위치
Our fans brought us to where we are now.
만들어주신 거라 생각을 해요.
저한텐
I have my Taehyun. Bear with me. I'm going to repeat the names while looking at the faces so I can attempt to remember. I have my members, our music, and everything else.
음악도 있고 여러 가지가 있지만 대신에 그건 확실해요.
But one thing is
결국에
clear.
저희 일을
In the
완성시키는
end,
거가
it's our MOA
팬분들이다.
who
이 퍼즐
complete us.
조각이
The
딱
piece of the puzzle fits
완벽하게
perfectly
들어맞는 거는
because
결국
of our
팬분들이 없으면
fans.
있을 수 없다라고 생각하기 때문에 결국 투모로우바이투게더의 이름을 같이
Tomorrow on TXT, the name becomes meaningful
만들어주는 건 무조건
because of
모아드리기
MOA.
때문에
The caption there is just covered up. Go away, I want to read the caption. Please go away. Can I read the caption? There we go. The song Blue Spring was written by the members about MOA. Okay, so fan song. Let me read the lyrics.
들이기 때문에
When we're high, when we're low, you're always by my side. All my youth is filled with your warmth. In the warmth of your soft sighs, my once so chilly world blooms into spring at last. My blue spring.
Ultimately,
nice.
through TXT's hard work, talent, and ability to live up to expectations, they have proved themselves and created a distinguishable and unique image that separates them from their senior label associates. What can be said for sure is TXT
Ooh.
are certainly a force to be reckoned with in this ever-growing and evolving K-pop scene, as they strive to create a better tomorrow together.
TXT discography. Oh boy.
TXT is constantly...
This is probably where some of the spoilers are going to come in. I used to try to skip the spoilers on the music, but then I was like, you know what? Once I get around to the music videos and songs, what's probably going to happen is I'm going to be like, this sounds familiar. Where have I heard this before? So I'm just going to go through all the spoilers.
Praised for their standout discography. Standout not only in terms of the quality of their title tracks and B-sides, but also
Very
stand
cool
out in their
choreo there.
dedication to unique and meaningful concepts and sounds that artistically set them apart from other K-pop groups. To use the words of prominent Korean music critic Kim Young-dae, in a business rife with all kinds of exaggerated concepts and universes,
Looks like
TXT
they have-
doesn't follow the traditional K-pop formula.
It looks like they have very interpretive choreo at times as well. I've seen very gymnastic, very athletic style choreo, and this is very interpretive as well.
Yet they have managed to become the most anticipated group of the next generation. TXT's trainee period focused predominantly on hip-hop. In fact,
Okay.
for majority of their trainee period, the members were under the impression they'd be debuting with a hip-hop concept.
Yeah, one would think.
However, since their debut, they have cultivated an incredibly diverse discography.
Okay, so we have well, I love hip hop. I come from the era of hip hop. I am an older K-pop fan here. So we have disco. Ooh. Not a huge fan of disco. We'll have to see what kind of disco. Pop punk, alt pop, ballad, new wave, alternative funk, indie rock, contemporary R&B, emo rock, electric pop, synth pop, R&B, alternative rock, soul, trap, EDM, new jack swing. New jack swing. I know swing music. I don't know the subgenre of new jack swing. You'll have to explain that one to me. I've never heard of new gaze either. New gaze. Interesting. House. Hyper pop. Is that just like really high beats per minute? Hyper pop. Funk. UK garage. That sounds rock. You play rock music out of your garage. Jersey club, alternative, bubblegum pop, regular pop, dance, hip hop, pop rock, modern rock. So they get into rock. Fantastic. I really enjoy rock music as well. Afro beats, alternative R&B, and electric rock. Okay, so I'm looking forward to some of these rock songs. Me gusta some rock.
That differs greatly in genre, style, and concept.
Okay, so skip to avoid snippets. I'm just gonna do it. So Crown, March of 2019. This was their debut song. There was a horn rising out of my head, but I love it. Okay. Runaway, October 2019. So did they have two comebacks, or a debut and a comeback, I'm guessing? In 2019. This does sound familiar. Hold on, let me see that music video with the pool. Have I seen this? feel like I might have seen that. Can't You See Me, May of 2020. Blue Hour, October 2020. Okay, so I'm guessing we went from... So we had... Was it 2 comebacks in 2020 as well? May and October? Or was it a solo? Oh, 0 times 1? O times 1 equals love song. So May of 2021. I feel like I might have heard a couple of those songs earlier. Loser equals Lover, August 2020, August of 2021. So May and August. Good Boy Gone Bad, May of 2022. Sugar Rush Ride. I think I've seen this one. January 2023. Chasing That Feeling, October 2023. So, are they going off of a solid 2 comebacks per year, or are some of these singles? Deja Vu, April 2024. This was fantastic. I really like the music video as well.
Despite these sonic differences, all of TXT's albums are connected through an overarching storyline of youth, which transforms their discography from merely a collection of songs into a real...
Alright, it's saying that their logo evolves with each album, does it say? The logo evolution shown here is from their Dream Chapter album series. So their logo is constantly changing?
This storytelling element of their music
I did
into a
stop
real-life
paying attention to what
coming-of-age
she was
story.
saying.
This storytelling element of their
Real-life
music is
coming-of-age story,
highlighted as
okay.
their discography is broken down into albums known as chapters that speak respectively to the evolving experiences and emotions within this core narrative.
Okay, so we have the Dream Chapters. 5 boys, which I'm guessing is the first, 5 boys transition from childhood to adolescence, forming friendships, facing trials, and growing while pursuing dreams in a dreamlike world. Again, I'm unsure of how old they were when they debuted. I mean, for the one guy to be there for 5 years training and then debut, he was probably pretty young when he started at least training. So yeah, that's a very fitting. Usually these K-pop idols, like the youngest member is in their teens, and then you kind of build up into like some of the guys are in their early 20s maybe. The real world, the chaos chapters, the real world crushes the boys' dreams, sending them into chaos until you appear. All right, so we're going out into the new world. We're the real world, the adult world where realities crush your dreams. That sucks. The name chapters. The boys must now decide how past experiences shape their identities entering adulthood. This is a fantastic arc right here. The childhood into adolescence and all of the chaos that comes with that, and then from adolescence into adulthood and like the realization of what the real world really is. And then after that kind of rude awakening, there really is, like, I experienced this in college, and I saw a lot of my friends experience this at the same time, of just kind of seeing what your past experiences, as a kid, as an adolescent, what that meant for who you are as an adult, the things that you wanted to keep with you that your parents taught you, and the things that you disagree with and want to change, and like who you want to become, the experiences that shape their identities. That was a big thing that was happening during my college years. Minisodes. So I'm guessing these are like mini albums, just a couple of songs or something. Between each series of chapters in TXT's discography, minisodes are released, which act as a transition between each set of chapters. Okay, so I mean, one would be here, and we have another minisode right now, at least at the... When was this? How long ago was this done? This was 2 months ago. Okay, so we are currently in a interregnum. We are currently in this in-between chapter. All right, so next comeback, we are going to have a new set of chapters. We'll see what that theme is. Cool.
If you are interested in gaining a more in-depth understanding of TXT's discography and how it has earned TXT the nickname of the Storytelling Idols, we have created a site that provides summaries of TXT's album chapters, as well as links to helpful context, analyses, and accurate English lyric translations.
Fantastic.
This is linked in the description below. Unlike with their senior label mates, Big Hit has a clear and controlled vision for the narrative of TXT's discography, which has meant that in order to creatively contribute to their music, TXT has to compete with seasoned writers and producers from around the world. Following different comebacks, the members have often told stories of how songs they have written have been temporarily dismissed by the company because they did not fit within the musical narrative of that.
Okay, so there's an element of self-production here. I'm trying to remember. I do have some notes on the guys. Oh, right, I don't have... Why is that coming up? I do have notes on the guys, and I'm trying to remember, are these guys partially self-produced, largely self-produced, kind of a little bit involved? Again, let me know in the comments. I'm going to do at least one more guide. I'm going to do one more guide here on YouTube. Again, leave it in the comments what y'all want me, what other guide you think would be the best for me to react to. I have one in mind that I will do if there's no consensus, but yeah, like, is what element of self-production do we have going on here? Because forget who this is. I mean, he obviously has like an entire setup here where he's mixing music. He's mixing music or vocals or something. So there's definitely a self-production element here, and they've obviously written songs. But BTS, they don't really have a universe that they play in, that they tell stories in, but TXT does. And I'm trying to remember I need to get back into their world, their universe, but it sounds like they form their albums around these the universe, and if it doesn't fit into the story that they're telling at the time, they don't put out that music at the time.
Comebacks, the members have often told stories of how songs they have written have been temporarily dismissed by the company because they did not fit within the musical narrative of that chapter. While many might be disheartened by this, TXT are encouraged by Big Hit to keep these songs to one side for either their solo mixtapes or until they fit within the narrative of their group albums.
Perfect. Yeah, just saying, hey, we're not dismissing the song. It's a good song. Save it, and we're gonna make it fit somewhere. Very good. But they just said solo stuff, so I'm gonna have to figure out what kind of solo stuff these guys have done, or if it's like in the plans for the future, type of deal. Do they have solo stuff, is what I'm asking.
Despite Big Hit's strict vision for TXT's discography, there are still several TXT songs that are written by the members, which ensures that the coming-of-age story they are telling is reflective of their authentic voices and experiences.
Awesome. Good deal.
Only 7 months after debut, the youngest member, Kai, set the record for being the youngest idol to be registered under the Korean Music Copyright Association.
Nice.
After he helped write the song Roller Coaster for their first studio album.
All right.
6 months later...
Again, no idea how old he was. Did not give me a hint there.
TXT
but if he's the maknae, I mean, it's not uncommon for maknaes to be like 17 or something like that.
Youngest idol group to have all members as registered songwriters.
Awesome.
With 71 songs in their official discography, TXT's writing and composing credits as of June 2024 are Taeyeon with 24, Yeonjun with 28, Bomgyu with 11 along with 3 producing credits, Subin with 13, and finally Hyunin Kai with 20 along with 2 producing credits.
Fantastic. That is awesome. So 71 songs within 5 years. That's not too shabby. That'll keep me busy for a while. All right, TXT, the Star Seekers.
Along with the lyrical storyline that runs through their discography, TXT has an additional storyline known as the Star Seekers, which is a fictional universe that runs through many of their music videos.
Okay.
Many of the
Yeah, for those of you who are new to me, I am a book editor. I edit fiction work. And since I was a kid, I have loved reading. I've loved fiction. And it is one of the worlds, the universes, the storytelling in K-pop is one of the reasons that I am fascinated by K-pop. I absolutely love that they have these stories. I love that some groups' music videos are so story driven and narrative, and you can just see it playing out in front of you. So the fact that they have an entire storyline that they play out, like, I'll be hooked. I will absolutely be hooked. I can tell that already because I am a sucker for this
Fictional
stuff.
universe that runs through many of their music videos. Many of the themes present in TXT's universe run parallel to the themes found within their discography-based storyline.
Okay.
But the universe incorporates additional elements of magic and fantasy.
Sign me up. That's probably my go-to genre. It has magic and fantasy in it. Sign me up.
Along with music videos, The Star Seekers also includes a short animation film and webtoon.
Okay. Who are the members of TXT? Ooh. Harmony. Yo. Okay, it's gonna be like that. All right, Subin.
To get to know the members' individual journeys and personalities, we encourage you to check out the 5 other chapters of this
That I
guide
shall.
collection, which can be found on our channel.
That I shall, and those reactions can be found on my Patreon channel. Again, free trial for y'all. And just go check out my Patreon in general because I have a crap ton of album discography reactions that are completely free. Like, no signing up for anything is required. Just go check out the site, and they're free
TXT
to
has
check
a lot
out.
of non-music content
Okay,
you can
ooh,
check
content. Here we go. TXT content. One Dream TXT reality
Which will give you
series.
a
That
more
was in
in-depth
2019.
TXT
I'm guessing that was
has
their
a lot
first.
of non-music content you can check out.
Okay, so that's probably their first, and they look like short clips. 3 minutes and 4 seconds.
Which will give you a more
Plus line? Comeback behinds. Alright, so that would be, yeah, that's an ongoing thing of the comeback behind. So, like, the music shows. That'll be fun to watch. Also, if you're new to me and you are not over on my Patreon, when groups have comebacks, I watch stuff like this. I watch the comeback behinds, and then I watch the stages. For, like, Music Core, Inkigayo, I go through all of that and spend a lot of time, just kind of focusing on those comebacks. So that's good to know.
in-depth understanding of their personalities and group dynamic.
Okay. To do TXT, a variety show, 135 episodes. All right. Okay. That's probably, I'm gonna guess that is their big long running one. Hold it. Hold it. Thank you.
To Do TXT is TXT's official variety show, where the
Okay.
members take on a variety of missions.
What the hell is this? 3-person limbo?
Missions, games, and challenges. When To Do first started, the members were still camera-shy rookies, but over the course of the show, they have developed into 5 variety show
Oh
kings,
God.
showcasing their chaotic, entertaining dynamic and unique personalities.
Yeah, it's always fun going back and watching like the very first content that groups put out because they're inevitably every single group is awkward in front of a camera. I mean, probably like Juhooni's from Monsta X is like the sole exception. He was an extrovert from day one, but like everybody else, is just, they don't know they have completely normal human responses to someone turning a camera on them and being like, be funny. Like, talk bye today, talk when there's an X, because they say tomorrow bye together, right? So am I supposed to say stuff like this, talk bye today, or is it just talk X today? Let me know. So reality vlog show. All right, so 6 seasons. last done in 2022.
Talk
Which-
by Today is a vlog-style reality show.
6
the
seasons. I'm guessing that was primarily through their debut in the pandemic
Members
era.
document the behind-the-scenes moments from their daily lives, starting from pre-debut up until the present. While To Do offers a look at the
Okay, it
members'
is through the
dynamic
present.
and personalities in fun, unique environments.
Flying yoga, those are always chaotic. Oh
Today
god. That was scary. I would not want to
dynamic
do
and
that.
Personalities in fun, unique
You
environments.
just Oh god,
Talk by
yeah,
Today
hold on
provides
to
a
him.
deeper insight into their everyday lives. If this type of content appeals to you, you'll also enjoy their
It does.
TXT logs.
It appeals
which-
to me. Is he singing into a Febreze bottle? I mean, I completely understand traveling with a Febreze bottle because dirty laundry, yo. But yeah, sing into it. Why not?
which, like Talk by Today, offer a more personal and candid glimpse into their daily lives.
Pizza. I had pizza last night. It was lovely. TXT Flicks content site. All right, so they have an entirely different site for content. Specific kind of content.
TXT Flicks is a comprehensive fan-made resource for TXT
Oh,
content,
resource. Gotcha.
including performances, shows, interviews, and more. Here you'll find TXT's media appearances and original content categorized and summarized accordingly, making it easy for you to find content that appeals to you. This is linked in the
TXT Flicks.
description below.
Thank you. Good deal. All right. Leave me comments. Explain things that I have no idea about. Each of the members' guides going to be over on Patreon. I'm going to work on knocking those out pretty darn soon here. So definitely within that, I say definitely, but life is life. I have a job. I have a house. So I'm going to try to get through all 5 of those individual guides within the week that you will be seeing this, and like the week free trial you should be good, and I'll hopefully be getting into some songs and new content. So let me know what is not just let me know content I should be reacting to, but primarily let me know what the best content is for getting to really know their personalities. That's what I want to start with. Like, if there is a content where it's like, hey, this one really showcases very well who they are, let me know that. But yeah, I'll be doing one more guide because I did not exit this guide knowing names and faces. It gave me a really, 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 really good background on the guys themselves. Well, not the guys themselves, but the group. All of this stuff with Big Hit really put things into perspective about how they started out and just kind of gaining their own success. So, with that, holy cow, how did I turn this into 52 minutes? I do that. I do long reactions, unfortunately, or fortunately for my patrons. They love it. With that, I have a lot to do. Including more TXT guide reactions. So I am going to get out of here and do more reactions. You all have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Ta-ta.